Oh gosh! Katt Williams has made some explosive revelations about the dark side of the entertainment industry. Y'all, let's get into it.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. Takes any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
All right, let's break this down. Katt Williams is back in the spotlight, and he's not holding anything back. He's spilling major tea about how the industry has allegedly been taking advantage of young black men under the guise of mentorship. We're talking some seriously disturbing allegations here, folks. According to Katt, there have been rumors circulating for a while now that young black men in the industry are being tricked into participating in some, let's say, less than savory activities. And get this, he's pointing fingers at some big names. We're talking Diddy and Will Smith, y'all. Now, Katt isn't just throwing around accusations. He claims he almost became a victim himself but fought back, putting his entire career on the line. As a result, he says he got blackballed and replaced by none other than Kevin Hart. Can you believe it? But Katt's not alone in making these allegations. Jaguar Wright, another insider, has been backing up these claims. She's been naming names too, including Bryshere Grey, Meek Mill, YK Osiris, and Orlando Brown as potential victims of this alleged system. Let's rewind a bit to earlier this year when Katt dropped some major bombshells during an interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay. He spilled the tea about a disturbing incident during the making of Friday After Next. According to Katt, Ice Cube and other producers tried to force him to film a scene where he would be sexually assaulted by Terry Crews in a bathroom. They apparently thought it would be funny to see a black man being violated by another black man on camera. Yikes.
The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy,
right,
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a and is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was gonna play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why?
Katt wasn't having any of it. He stood his ground and refused to film the scene, saying it made him uncomfortable and there was nothing funny about sexual assault. This was a big risk for Katt, considering Friday After Next was his first film and he was worried about being labeled difficult to work with.
I wrote it. What I'm saying if I did it and I did a good job at it, you can thank me. I was involved.
Right.
I'm not gonna come later on and tell you, I never even read the whole script. So how you know what roles? What? What do you mean you never read the these guys' whole job is to present something, unfortunately. And I'm just not a presenter. If you ask me a question, I'm just gonna tell you the truth of how it went.
But here's where it gets even messier. While Katt was fighting against this, Terry Crews was apparently willing to go along with it. Katt claims Terry even tried to convince him to do the scene. Can you imagine? After this whole ordeal, Katt says he got blackballed. All the movies he was supposed to do apparently got handed over to Kevin Hart, who was willing to do them without changing anything. Talk about a plot twist.
Crews also said that you guys had a lot of conversation, that this was your opportunity and you needed to seize this moment.
Terry had the benefit of having been in some very high-profile situations already and took L's. Like, he had been in the league, you know what I mean? He had done pro wrestling. He had done a lot of things. He had been televised in some things that hadn't worked.
Right.
And this was just fortuitous for him. And now you know what nobody has ever said in the whole industry in 20 years about, you know, the whole money might not get in the bathroom.
Right.
So I understood going in that there's no reason. I lost for a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk, that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem, and then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was, and acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Now, let's talk about some of the other alleged victims in this mess. First up, we've got Bryshere Grey. This guy went from being one of the most promising young actors in Hollywood to, wait for it, a gay adult film star. How did this happen? Well, according to the rumors, it all started when he was just 16. Charlie Meck discovered Bryshere and became his manager. Not long after Bryshere landed the role of Hakeem Lyon in Empire, Charlie introduced him to Diddy and Will Smith. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, not so fast. Apparently, this mentorship was anything but helpful. Will was supposed to help Bryshere polish his acting skills, while Diddy was meant to guide his music career. But according to Jaguar Wright, this was all just a tactic to lure young black men into compromising situations. Jaguar even claims she witnessed Bryshere and Meek Mill running out of Will Smith's house, screaming for help after one of these alleged freak-off sessions. I know, it's a lot to take in.
They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bryshere Grey, left that house screaming. August's the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
But it doesn't stop there. Jaguar also accused Will of inappropriate behavior with his own son, Jaden, who was just 15 at the time. She suggests this is why Jaden moved out of Will's house before he even turned 18.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith, Jaden, he Bryshere and he Meek Mills, and you know it, Bilal.
Jaguar didn't hold back when it came to Bryson's mom, Andrea, either. She accused her of allowing Diddy and Will to take advantage of Brysore just so she could have material for her book and make some quick cash.
I'm talking about Bryshere's mom. I'ma kick you in your and I'ma go to work North Philly style. You and Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell. I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You CI. I'm sorry.
According to Jaguar, Andrea was actually begging for help with Brysore. Jaguar claims she specifically told Andrea to get Brysore away from Charlie Meck, who was allegedly selling him to Diddy and Will. But apparently, Andrea did nothing.
Do you feel this is...
Came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago State to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is, she wasn't nothing but a drug dealer's. That's all she ever was. She went from dealer to dealer, and then she snitched on whoever she needed to snitch on until she could get to the bigger bag, until she got with Larry Lair, my friend who raised Bryshere in $1 million home. Your whole book is lies, Andy. And I hope anybody that bought it asks for a refund and demands it comes out of your pocket every time they see your son's gate. You and Charlie Mack.
Jaguar believes that people are encouraging Bryson's new career in adult films to discredit him. She thinks it's all part of a plan to make him seem unstable so that no one will take his potential lawsuit against Diddy and Will seriously. It's the old Hollywood trick of making victims seem crazy, according to Jaguar.
Yeah, no, we gonna pray for Mr. Grey, man. If he needs prayer, I don't even know what's going on.
They trying to slay him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor camp was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and they fucking and she let Charlie tune that boy up on, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a filial. You're a bigger whore than they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all. I'm sorry. The Bryshere conversation for me is not easy. Because I came to Belial and I asked Belial to help me save the kids, and all he was worried about was his book.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Don't nobody care about these kids. Don't nobody care about these kids.
Now, let's talk about Orlando Brown. Remember him from That's So Raven? Well, his story is equally disturbing. After the show wrapped in 2007, Orlando's mental health reportedly started to decline rapidly. He had multiple run-ins with the law, including arrests for substance possession and driving under the influence. There was even a disturbing audio leak where Orlando was heard threatening a woman and her family. It's a far cry from his Disney Channel days, that's for sure.
Your mama, your daughter, and everything.
In 2018, people started wondering if Orlando's struggles were connected to alleged involvement in some shady industry activities. Orlando later confirmed these rumors in a sit-down interview where he had a lot to say about the trauma he experienced in the industry.
A lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, cause man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids. And people, a lot of stuff.
But Orlando didn't stop there. He also called out Diddy, accusing him of inappropriate behavior and trying to recruit him into these alleged ritualistic freak-offs. The way Orlando described it, it sounded a lot like sexual assault, and he claimed it happened more than once.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash goosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
And
that ooshkash muash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy? Diddy. God. Shipping and traffic and people adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials. And you're looking at the people that are missing and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. You know, I just think that, you know, people just need to realize what they're looking at when they're watching the television. Everything is right in front of you. The revolution was televised and don't nobody give a shit.
Last interview, one of the big things that made its rounds all over the internet, went completely viral, was some things you had to say about Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
And there was also, shortly after that, there was an old video that was kind of going viral. And it was 50 Cent, and where he says he was at a party with Diddy. And he was mad at Diddy because Diddy offered to take him shopping. And he felt like that was only something like you would do for a female.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. What does it take to go shopping? What an idiot for turning him down.
So you're not turning Diddy down if he wants to take you shopping?
We going shopping, bro. We going shopping. But at the party, I'm gonna be in my corner with my little shot of Ciroc, and you have your fun, bro. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I deserve to be there. But other than that, I'm cool, bro. Y'all have y'all fun, man. Y'all chilling. I'm knowing what's going on. Y'all chill. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, bro.
Now, remember how Jaguar Wright mentioned Meek Mill? Well, these rumors have been circulating for a while now, especially after music producer Lil Rod claimed in his lawsuit against Diddy that Diddy personally told him about intimate encounters with Meek and Usher. Meek, of course, denied everything, but people weren't buying it. To make matters worse, Diddy's ex-bodyguard allegedly leaked an audio recording of Meek in a compromising situation with Diddy. The bodyguard claims this happened during one of Diddy's parties where drinks were allegedly spiked.
Champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the out. I don't drink, so I was playing that off like I don't drink. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed. Like, everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this. I was like, this Diddy rich.
Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion.
Around the same time, a video of Meek in a pool with Diddy went viral, with Diddy making some suggestive comments about Meek putting in that work.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
The plot thickens even more. Meek was caught following a gay adult content page on Twitter, and an old song of his leaked online where he seemed to be confessing to some questionable activities with Diddy. It's all very messy, besties. Now let's talk about YK Osiris. He's another young artist who people believe might have been caught up in this alleged mentorship scheme. The rumors started back in 2021 when YK was spotted on vacation with Diddy in Jamaica. YK fueled these rumors by posting shirtless photos of Diddy and himself in some, let's say, suggestive poses. Things got even messier when YK's baby mama decided to spill some tea. When people asked if she and YK were still together after the Diddy rumors, she allegedly said, "Stop asking what happened with my baby daddy. I caught him with a man, okay?" Yikes! Now, Katt Williams hasn't stopped speaking out about all of this. In a recent stand-up show, he spilled even more tea about these alleged freak-off parties and the damage they're causing to young black actors.
That's my point. You can't be so happy to change that you up your life. You know how many celebrities went to Diddy's house thinking they was finna dance? How does that feel? You a grown ass man. You gotta leave Diddy's party like that. You can't even sit down in the car. You got to drive all the way home, standing up. window down. You roll the window down. That breeze hit that open asshole and start blowing and start saying, 1,000 bottles of baby.
As you can imagine, people have a lot of thoughts about all of this. Some folks are saying that these young artists need to be stronger when entering the industry. Others are pointing out that when victims like Orlando Brown tried to speak out, they were labeled as crazy. One commenter said, Bryson did not need the help of Will Smith or Diddy. He was doing just fine in his career. You have to be a strong person entering into this industry. Another added, it happened to Orlando Brown too. However, after he began recovering and started doing interviews, people called him crazy. Some of the things he says has truth to it. This was one of those truths. This goes for Raz B as well from B2K. This world can be very sick, dark, and sad. I just pray and ask the Lord for their healing and for them to get to know who he is. Woo, besties. That was a lot to unpack. What do y'all think about Katt Williams exposing all these disturbing details about the industry? Do you believe all these people were victims of these alleged gay mentorships? Or is there more to the story that we're not seeing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, we're just reporting on what's being said out there. We don't have all the facts, and these are some serious allegations. It's important to approach these topics with sensitivity and remember that everyone deserves to be treated with respect. If you want more juicy celeb tea, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. You know I've always got the hottest goss for my ride or dies. All right, loves, that's all the tea for today. Remember, in the world of Hollywood, things aren't always what they seem. Stay woke, stay fabulous, and I'll catch you in the next video. You are watching Hot Gossip. Goodbye. Hot Gossip.